next matchup. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Heroes International. We are here in the lower bracket finals. Actually, let's update our stream title. We're gonna say lower bracket finals. There we go. Stream title's updated to reflect all that. We have got Tempest on the left-hand side, and we've got the NA Dream that is 30K. Let's get rid of the Dream right there. That's just my own opinion in the matter. But either way, let's go ahead and scale this down so it kind of matches the opposing side. We'll take a look at that later. But either way, welcome back into the Heroes International. We're going into Infernal Shrines, map number 1 in this best of 5 series. The winner of this will go up against Bangbush in the grand finals of the weekend, which will be a best of 7. From my understanding, it's an unweighted best of 7 as well. So we'll see what happens here. Does Tempest have the momentum to carry through another series and then go into a best of 7? Or is this going to be 30K shutting down the Koreans and we'll have an NA versus EU grand finals? We're all about to find out here through Infernal Shrines. Did I hear Baha saying making money as a streamer is hard? I mean, it is. Like, I have had days when I've streamed for 6 to 7 hours and I get a singular sub. I'm not sitting here saying, like, please give me subs. Oh my god. All I'm saying is that, like, that's just the ebb and flow that is Twitch streaming. There's some days when it's just it just pours. There's a lot of support. There's gifted subs, blah blah blah. And there's some days when I stream for hours on end and then there's like a couple followers and a sub. It's just the ebb and flow of Twitch streaming. So, you know, it's scary but fun. Uriel's Brightwing to be banned on the left-hand side. We do have a Blaze Diablo, and that'll be a first pick Leoric for the side of Tempest. Now, how will our NA team adjust? What will they change? What are they going to do?
The crusade calls.
I held off on commenting on the stream because I didn't want to get banned. Meh. Whoa, shit. Jesus. Dragon. Holy hell. What's up, bud?
Punch your buns. I can punch all your buns. If you're an evil witch, I will punch you for fun.
Take these bits before I gamble.
Whoa, Dragon, thank you for 1,000 bits. Werbs, thank you for 5 tier 1 gifted subs. I really appreciate the generosity. Thank you all so very much. Yes, we also have a new tier 5 gifted sub alert, which is from Tremors. Way to go, dudes! If you got a gifted sub, welcome to the Bahamuts. Welcome to the stream. Thank you all for the generosity once again. I very much appreciate that. As we have a Genji ban. No Genji allowed. We have a Leoric May Lucio here on Infernal Shrines. Joanna Tychus onto the side of 30K. And we'll get another ban here. We could see a healer denial. We could see a potential Stukov ban. Stukov, or I don't know if they'd ban out Rhaegar. Legacy is actually, you know what? Legacy is such a deep pool. Maybe they ban Zeratul. Maybe they ban out the potential of Cure Zeratul. I don't know if the Korean team Tempest knows about that kind of pressure that he can apply, but I don't think Legacy realistically is going to hard play the Rhaegar. Legacy played a lot of Deckard. He's played a lot of Anduin. I have seen his Malfurion from time to time, so the Rhaegar ban feels like it's more like Tempest feels this is a way too strong of a pick, and personally I think that 30K can go into like any healer with Legacy behind that. We actually could see Liam grab and Legacy grab and then have Cure be the flex at the end. That's at least how I would expect the draft to unfold here, and it's going to be exactly that. There's the Anduin, and there's the Hogger for Liam, so solo lane. So Cure is going to be the final pick in the flex position, and he will be able to, well, he's going to grab whatever he wants to try and get into the back line. If you'd like to follow the bracket, you can use exclamation bracket in chat. We'll get you a link over there as well. So Vanna's picked up here. We're going to need, what else are they going to go for? Are they going to go for the triple front line, or will they go for the will they go for some sort of shrine clear damage as well?
What type of shirt does an astronaut wear?
I don't know.
A polo shirt.
Chromie last pick for the side of Tempest. Ninja, thank you for the 100 bits. You have started a hype train. If anyone would like to take part in the hype train, you can go ahead and get some of your, you could get bits, you could use bits, subs, all that good stuff, get yourself some extra Twitch emotes, as well as you do support the stream. So thank you all. If you'd like to take part in the hype train, it's always much appreciated. And we'll get this last pick out from the side of 30K. Will it be the Zeratul early on? No. Gonna see a Tracer into the back line. Okay, so Tracer. Whoa, Top Gunner, thank you for 5 Tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you, Top Gunner. Much appreciate the support, my friend. Which team will win Infernal Shrines? We've got Tempest or 30k. All right, I will throw 2 minutes on the prediction. Tracer is so free here. That's because you knew from the I'm just kidding. Tracer is actually a really good pickup for Cure. I like that quite a bit. So thank you all so much for the generosity. We do, as I said, have that hype train going, but we've also got a Twitch prediction going. If you can't see the Twitch prediction because of the hype train at the top of the screen, be sure to click on the bottom left icon, the little bandit icon where your bandit bucks are. If you click on that, it'll pull up the gamble area as well. So sometimes when there's a hype train, it all kind of overlaps a little bit. So just want to say that. But once again, thank you all so much for the generosity. If you'd like to take part in the hype train, you can do so. All alerts will be triggered after this match, as we're gonna go ahead and.
All right, I got a jet. Enjoyed the stream, y'all, and I'll be back a bit more in a week. Bye.
Alrighty, Dragon, you have a fantastic time in Vegas. Hey, I gotta say this, Dragon, if you have the opportunity, go see the Blue Man Group. The Blue Man Group is a really, really fun concert if you have the opportunity to do it in Vegas. It's a good time, it's worth it. That's the recommendation I can give to you. But on the left-hand side, Korea, Tempest in the bottom bracket here in our losers final. And over here on the right-hand side, we have got 30k, the NA Dream. We've got one team represented from each region left in the tournament. Bangbush sitting in the grand finals already as they won their matchup, so they get to relax for the next series. They get to watch these two teams study up and make some plans, while 30k and Tempest vie for that last spot in the best of 7 grand finals coming up after this series. So until then, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Is Tempest warmed up? Are they ready to go? Or is it the defeat after 5 maps gonna hang over them in this series here? Will 30k come in hot? Are they gonna be warmed up? What is the status that 30k is going to be able to play at compared to a team that just did 5 maps? What's the weather like in Tahoe? Today I think is a high of 69 and like maybe a singular cloud in the sky. Like I'm looking out the window right now and it's just blue, so probably clear skies and nearly 70 degrees. 30k's draft is infinitely better in your opinion? Infinitely better? It just never stops being good? I agree, though. No, I do like the 30k draft a lot more as well. Very much like the 30k draft, especially the way it scales throughout the game on top of it. Faffin, thank you for the 100 bits. I will resend your alert, as I said, any other alerts during the during the hype train. Chastise connecting on to Lucio. He's just going to be able to back away. Legacy with some full HP, getting some flash shields out as well onto the Tychus and Cattle. We've got Cure just putting pressure and, getting autos out and building up that pulse bomb. It looks like it was already used as we're getting back up to about 50% here. Kepi and friends invading the camp. That's a blind onto Tychus. Cure, Cattle matching the blind of his own with the Joanna here as we have Cure gonna blink away from Capybara on the May. This is a lot of damage. That's a lot of... Oh, no. First blood goes over the side of 30k. Capybara getting very low. Cattle. Ooh, Liam with the bouncing. Liam, I'm sorry. I've interviewed Liam before, and he's just like, yeah, my bounces are pure luck. No, the kid has got the most... The kid probably, like, had an A+ in geometry in high school. Oh, wait, no. Liam's still in high school, right? So he's, like, middle school, because he's so young, get it? Anyways... I like Liam is insane with Hogger. It's crazy to me the bounces that he actually can get. And then, like I said, like we interviewed him during CCL. And I was like, dude, do you know these bounces? Do you have angles? Do you have it just practice? And he's like, no, it's just luck. I don't believe it for a minute, to be honest. That kid's got like he's got all the angles set up. He's practiced every single one of them. Spray to meet spray, as we do have the top left, right, and left, right. Left and right camps to be grabbed. There we go. The shrine will pop up in the bottom of the map. Got a little pressure through mid. Liam will respond to that. And Tracer still working in top. It's true. None of us practice Hogger enough to get these bounces. It's all luck. Oh, I'm sure it is luck, but like some of the bounces that Liam gets, it's just like, dude, how? How do you get these angles? Like, that last bounce, like... Anyways, it's absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I remember a bounce that he had on Curse Hollow that, like, even Grubby and I are both like, how? That's not, like... What? I don't believe it. You can't be that consistently lucky. Maybe, you know what? Maybe, to use FromSoft terms, maybe he's spec'd into Arcane or Luck, you know? Maybe he's got high item discovery. Thank you, everyone who took part in the hype train. I seriously do really appreciate all the support that you brought to the stream this weekend. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for lurking, thanks for being here, and thanks for being amazing. Punisher will go over to the side of Tempest as Cattle eats the jump with an Iron Skin on the Joanna. 8 to 7 in levels, about a half a level gap in favor for the side of Tempest. Sylvanas pushing up the top lane, Liam trying to clear that out as the Punisher starts working on the bottom lane fort. Kepi taking a little bit of damage from Liam. Will Liam actually get the... Oh, the stat... It didn't work. Oh, good Haunting Wave. Bounce, bounce, bounce! What is it? What, this is what I'm talking about, chat! Do you see that? Do you see this? Geometry of a god! Unfortunately, Tychus stepped in the sand, and he will be going down into the Sarlacc pit, as Kyr's taking a lot of damage just trying to get autos out onto Chromie and Capybara. It's more likely muscle memory to get those bounces. I mean, I don't know. Either Liam is humble as all hell, or he's just like insanely lucky. Because like as I said, when we asked him, he's just like, no, you know, just kind of do it. But also, to quote Day, Liam is cracked at any game he literally plays. Like, she tells me stories about Liam doing like Destiny raids and stuff like that, like solo and flawless on the first time, which there's like rules to it if you play Destiny and you'll understand. But it's she explained it to me once and I was like, holy crap. Like, Liam is insanely good at like everything he does when it comes to gaming. But let's go ahead and focus in on the moment right now. Excuse me, because it is going to be Tempest ahead. They do have their 10 talent tier first. Ice Wall from the Maid, do want to note that. Spin from Liam canceled early. That's going to be a staggering blow into the wall. And Tomb from Leoric. That's going to be a leap of faith to save the moment, and Liam will stay alive. The camp's still getting autos out. Cure will go for the recall. That cancels out the Chromie temporal loop. Cure stepping into 2 of those deep breathings from Chromie. We do have the Pulse Bomb coming out from, or ready for Tracer as well. Shockwave, Light Bomb, Commandeer Odin. Pulse Bomb, time stop. That time stop was not good, unfortunately. Cure with the blink in. The reason I say it wasn't good because it just literally kept one player next to whoever got hit with the Pulse Bomb, the Sylvanas, so I thought it was actually going to be a double Pulse Bomb kill potentially off of that, but either way. Chromie Tempura, not sure how I feel about eating dragon. Tastes like chicken. Oh, I didn't know that. Madara, just, you know, having a day at the beach right now, taking a bunch of damage from the Chromie. Madara's like, look, I understand that, you know, stats are important, so let's make sure that Gondar has some decent stats as well in this Chromie. Padding a little bit. Top lane fort still saved. Leoric cannot take that down. I think it's like one auto attack from Leoric away from falling realistically, but this is going to be Liam grabbing the camp over here in the top right. We'll see Kepi on the left doing the same thing. Madara, Cattle, Legacy to grab some bottom lane pressure with the Impaler camp as well. What about now? Does Kira need to retire the Tracer now? You know, maybe they just have to get to 10. I always forget the Tracer talents at 10 because I never remember the icons, but isn't the blue one, isn't that like AoE and slow? I mean, we'll see the next time Pulse Bomb goes out, but I think I'm actually wrong because the Pulse Bomb went out earlier post 10. So it's not AoE and slow. Is it Charge Rate is the blue one? Oh, it is AoE and slow? I thought that, I guess that Pulse Bomb is bigger. Anyways. I thought the radius was gonna be even bigger than that in my head. Orange is charge rate, that makes sense. Blue is 2 1s, yeah. Slow is, yeah, I was gonna say, because I was like, wait, that AoE on the Pulse Bomb looks about the same as normal. Anyways, let's talk about the fight. Tracer blinks in, doesn't get a stun onto Leoric as he was still in Wraithwalk form. That's going to be a Drain Hope onto Madara. Not going to drain enough hope right there as Capybara getting low. Commandero with the Ragnarok missiles and the Annihilation line damage. Capybara able to build a window, and this is still going to be Punisher over to the side of Tempest. Tempest has won all these Punishers, and every single time, mentally, I'm just like, oh yeah, 30k should win this. But no, Tempest is managing to grab these objective phases with the Chromie damage. Sylvanas and Leoric. Lockdown going to respawn. Sylvanas going to use the Black Arrows to lock down the mid lane fort. Liam is split pushing top lane. Liam is taking a page out of Kepi's book from the first map in the previous series on Towers of Doom. And Liam is just like, I'm just going to go push top. Y'all can defend. It'll be fine. We may lose the mid lane fort and some of our keep front gate, but it's fine. I'm going to go get a little bit of damage onto a keep and fort in top lane. Blue is percent damage. Thank you. I heard an entomb, but I guess Hogger's just gonna Hogger. Yeah, he's fine. 2 to 5 in kills. It's so weird to see the experience advantage to 30k. Light Bomb, Kepi, the target. Pulse Bomb's gonna be there. Good night, Kepi. Capybara's Ice Wall is creating a little terrain that Cappy can't get through, but the Cryo Freeze buys a window. KCB wall riding around as well. Did go heavy casters level 13 on the Lucio, so that's going to be no longer slow off the push-off, but it is going to be a stun. Leoric wants this. Leoric wants this so bad. He's going to 1, 2, 3. I lied earlier. I said it's 1 auto attack. It was 3. I'm very sorry, chat, for being such a liar to you. By the way, Epic, how is Omega Strikers treating you? How you doing in that? Chromie will get the level 1 value from the Time Walker's Pursuit, seeing some of the enemy just as they step up. We got a double Impaler camp pushing in through the mid lane. Next objective will be bottom lane. Both teams losing their fort front gate, but more structure. Oh, lockdown. Goodbye. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, but a Blessed Shield from the Joanna is going to meet that. KCB wall riding around. Light Bomb. Nope, no blink fast enough into that. You've taken a bit of break? Oh, okay. Well, I hope it's still treating you good. They had a tournament ran by Wisdom yesterday. It was a really good one. Yeah, I think Wisdom did the production, but it was like a VTuber event. I don't think it was officially Wisdom's event or something like that. Like, I think they did like some production side of stuff. I might be wrong on that, but that's the way I was reading it on Twitter. It seemed like Wisdom was like running production, and this was a tournament put on by some bigger VTuber. Yeah, okay, cool. The Vienna one. White label. Okay, yeah, I wasn't honestly sure if I wasn't sure if like that was like a public term or whatever. I don't know if that was internal or not. So I was like, I'm just gonna, yeah, anyways. Oh no, Fish, I literally looked through the rules. There's nothing in the rules about a 1-game advantage. I looked through earlier, but thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I looked earlier in the rules today for the Heroes International. It says playoffs. There's nothing in the playoffs about a best of 7 weighted advantage. Oh, you would have tried to enter if your model was done. Hopefully next time, Epic. I hope next time you can get in. Odyssey put up the money for it. Okay, so yeah, so thank you, chat. Next butt, maybe. I mean, who doesn't like the next butt? Bro, I love you. You must have said like about 50 times in 2 minutes, please. Well, MSS, all I can say is that if you're not having a good time in the channel, you cannot talk for the next 666 seconds. Goodbye. Like this. Like that. Like Cure is alive. Like Lockdown is gonna die. Like Capybara will be able to icing out. Like that is a really good annihilation from Madara. Like the way that Cure is gonna hit the temporal loop. Nope. Don't come into my Twitch stream and tell me how to cast. Go do it yourself if you don't like it. Shut up. Oh, I don't like the way you talk, but I just, I'm just sitting your channel. I don't get people, man. Bottom lane keep will be going down. We do have a Hogger with a spin around the objective phase. Leoric going to try and match into that, but it will be the bottom lane keep to fall as well as top lane fort on top of that. I sent the image today yesterday, and I even said it on stream. Every day I just get closer and closer to the feeling of Princess Mononoke, where it's just like, I hate people. I hate humans. I'm so done. All of you oxygen breathers. Ugh. When will Skynet finally take over so we don't have to do this anymore? In fairness, with how much of a response that prompted, it just drove up your engagements. Exactly, yeah. This is why we harass people in Twitch chat. Because it's good for my numbers. Punisher is working his way through bottom. Many blinks over to the Leoric right now, and lockdown will fall. That's a blessed shield out from the Joanna. Condemn pulling in the May as the Wailing Arrow does come out from the Sylvanas, but a no control. I'm sorry, Legacy, why are you leap of faithing him? Legacy, you just killed Liam! If Legacy didn't leap Liam, yes, he was tanking keep shots, but if he didn't leap Liam, he actually would have gotten the kill. It doesn't matter, but still, the KDA, it matters. And either way, it's going to be the members of 30K taking map number 1. GG, well played. NA takes 1 map. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, perfect. Excuse me. Like Bandit, like you're perfect, like. There we go. Hey, what's up, Tiger JK? I don't breathe oxygen, I breathe mouths. I am mouth breather. That makes me physically uncomfortable, Chess. I love you, but you don't tell Bandit he's perfect enough. Says you! My favorite saying is, think about how smart the average person is. Now half the world is dumber than that. My favorite, one of my favorite quotes is from one of the, what's it called? Like a park ranger. There was a park ranger being interviewed for, like, they were talking about how they design, like, garbage cans, like bear-proof garbage cans. And the person just goes, well, it's very, very difficult because you have to design something that the stupidest human can use, but the smartest bear can't. And it's actually a balance because, like, I live in a forest. There's so many bear-proof things in the town I live. And so I've had to, like, go over to a garbage can and figure out, like, how do I open up this garbage can? Because there are some garbage cans where, like, you have to twist a knob so that you line up, like, 2 holes, and then you can untwist the entire top of the can. It's fascinating. It's fascinating to create something for the dumbest person, but the smartest bear can't use it. There are no stupid questions, but there are a lot of inquisitive idiots. Assuming the stupidest human is smarter than the smartest bear? No. I'm sure there's some bears that might be smarter than a few of us. Physical captures, that'll be next. Oh, yeah. No, the bears will figure out the capture easy. Oh, I had to pay out the people. Sorry, my bad. I thought I did that, but I only swapped things over. All right, so 30K did win map 1. 30K is up in the series here in our lower bracket finals. And while I... Oh, that's not good. I was going to run a quick ad, but we're going to get into the game, so I'll run an ad after this. So hopefully you don't get any ads or anything like that. My ad manager says 3 hours, but I want to... I don't trust Twitch lately. I don't trust Twitch lately with how much people have been complaining about the... like, even subs getting ads. Hopefully no subs have been getting ads today. Well, either way. Welcome into map number 2 in our second best of 5 of the day. This is going to be 30K with the map pick choice, and it will be Tempest opting for first pick priority. Okay. I think 30K watch Tempest flounder without Diablo. I'm gonna be honest. Like, my job is to sit here and talk about the things that I see on the screen. And the things that I'm seeing on the screen is that when Tempest does not get Diablo, Tempest seemingly doesn't know how to play. That's a very rude statement. Tempest doesn't know how to like initiate and play around a different tank, it feels like. Did you see the poll for the MVP of the tournament? No. I did not. After the I am not a robot checkbox, we'll need to invent an I am not a bear checkbox to stop them. You know, no, it's gonna be one of those select an images things where you have to select all the picnic baskets. Sure, you can post the link, Fish. Brightwing, Urel, and Diablo Blaze. So what is our first pick for the side of Tempest? All right. So they're going to take away the Joanna that Cattle used last game, but Cattle's an insanely strong tank player through and through. Cattle did play one game of Stitches in CCL or something like that very early in the season, and it was absolutely disgusting. And I'd really like to see that again. I think that was on Infernal Shrines that he actually played that. Tomb of the Spider Queen could be a map where he runs it. Anubarek's still an option. Garrosh is still an option. Cattle's got a deep reservoir when it comes to his tank, so I don't think he's going to be the initial priority. It's going to be Liam back on the Hogger, and I do like this Junkrat as well. Very happy to see Madara potentially getting the Junkrat. This also is a very good map. I'm going to talk about this a lot, and I just want to see it. This is also a really good map for Kier to bust out the Zeratul. Select all the images that contain a salmon. Yes, exactly. I like that. Hanzo with the Anduin as well. Okay, all right. So forcing Legacy into something different again, but as I said about Cattle, I'll say about Legacy. Legacy's got an insanely beautiful reservoir when it comes to his healing potential. His Decker Kane is out of this world. Legacy's a top-tier healer in my books. The trick is to have one of them be a piece of Lox. I still, to this day, we've talked about this on stream. I still, to this day, don't know the difference between Lox and Salmon. I think it has something to do with like it's like a curing process or something. I don't remember. Like, cause I thought Lox was just Salmon, but apparently there's like layers to these differences. And if you get the Salmon Capuchin right, you're a bear access tonight. Exactly, Silver. Yeah, you get picnic baskets, and if you choose all the correct ones, then you're a bear. Lox is Salmon, but isn't there like another like thing that they do to it? Isn't there like something extra that they do to the... I don't know. I've never had it. I've never been really a raw fish or a fish person in general. So there's Cattle on the Anubarak, so Cocoon value could go out onto like Hanzo, and then Anduin could be stepped into, or vice versa really at this point. Oh, so it's cured. Okay, so there is. So it's cured salmon. That's the difference. Smoked is cured, then smoked. Pretty sure Loxodon is an elephant and not actually a fish at all. Okay. Oh, chat, what am I going to do with you? Dahaka Maev. All right, okay. A lot of control and single target, maybe deletion, we'll be seeing from Tempest Tempest build or draft, excuse me. Last pick though, what are they gonna look at here? I really don't know. I mean, I keep harking on the Zeratul, but I don't know if they're gonna pull that out here, especially with the Maev and a lot of mobility and stuff like that. So they'll go Tracer. She does have sustained chase, and Kier played pretty good post 10. I think Kier's honestly his biggest struggle was pre 10, and then post 10 it was just Kier. It was nearly the Kier show. What happens when Kier interacts with Salmon? I don't know. All right, start prediction. Which team wins Tomb? Which team wins Tomb the Spider Queen? Get your gambles in. I'm gonna go ahead and swap us to the casting screen. They really had to pick Dahaka on this map. Dahaka's actually had a lot of priority on Tomb of the Spider Queen throughout this tournament, actually. Which is, it's not that crazy, though. It's really not that crazy. His drag tongue is really, really strong. He's got good sustain. Brushstock, I know, like, typically it's like, oh, you grab Dahaka because brushstock and all of that, but his wave clear is fantastic. His objective clear is really, really good. Drags can be critical, so We'll see. I'm not too opposed to the Dahaka on this map, but there are definitely a lot of other solo laners that are just kind of making their way through a lot of these drafts. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tempest here. Gondar on the Maiev. We've got KCB on the Anduin, Lockdown on the Dahaka, Capybara on the Joanna, and Kepi to play the Hanzo.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
On the right-hand side, we got the members of 30K. Cure on the Tracer, Madara to play the Junkrat. We'll see Liam on the Hogger, Cattle on the Anubrak, and Legacy to play the Lucio. You still have like a few seconds to get your gambles in. I do see that someone is putting 30K on 30K every single time, so good on you for believing in your team. The 0-3 spray has come out, the staggering blow into the wall, but no kill. Good bouncing from Liam. Look at that tiny little bounce window as he got some decent damage into the enemy. But no kill just yet. Lockdown is forced to Hearth out. Probably will brush stock back in, because I do think he did utilize the... I think he just walked into the... Yeah, he's going to brush stock into bottom lane. I did see someone was mentioning that his movement speed's really good, but these are the moments that I'm talking about right here. The drag into gate range and stuff like that, and even the lockdown potential. If Dahaka is able to get a good drag, then Hanzo can line up a huge scatter. Post level 16 with Giant Slayer could be a great way to also shut down and eradicate a lot of the HP from some of these players on the side of 30K. The salmon becomes the world's best range. What? Tissue regeneration for lockdown. Liam gonna finish out the camp over here. He's gonna delay this out a little bit, actually. We'll see an assist ping on it. I wonder if he's gonna throw Lucio to delay this out. Okay, so Legacy will swap with Liam. Liam gets into bottom lane. Lockdown does see this, and he's not going to aggress. He's gonna look for the drag. Get one, maybe two tower shots. Yeah, one tower shot, little sliver onto Liam. He'll get the globe, which pretty much just makes that tower shot moot. We have Madara looking to poke into the wave through mid. Cure is going to be able to get back behind the gate. Capybara backed off by the concussion mine from Madara. Cattle just kind of anchoring for his team. He's not looking to step in just yet. And 4 talent tier apiece. Ooh, no... it's not censured. I believe that's the level 20 upgrade for the Anduin, but we're not gonna see piercing light at level 4. Interesting. Once again, we're gonna be having the Kepi's gonna be going into the ignore all distractions. Now on this map, I absolutely agree with this. Now this map, I definitely can see the ignore all distractions plus the level 7 synergy. I'm blanking on the talent, but whatever. The W talent at 7. Either way, that is going to be... I can see it on this map. I can definitely see the synergy between those two, but on the Garden of Terror map earlier, I was not about it. Regardless, Fan of Knives gets a reset. Gondar going for a second one there. Turn-in availability is 10 gems on the side of Tempest. The members of 30K, they need 10 as well. 8 already turned in and 32 in their pockets. Spirit of Vengeance forward. Not going to be chasing onto Cattle. Cattle's just been kind of throwing out abilities here and there. He's not been too aggressive on the Anubarak thus far into the game. We do have the Nerubian armor for the extra spell shielding on his W. That's a good concussion mine from Madara. Pushes lockdown near the front gate, but he taps Bush and is able to back out. Also the beta barbs from Set Anubarak as well, which would give him the little bit of slow on the terrain, so the sustained chase for Tracer and Junkrat potentially, or even setup from Junkrat could be huge. There's a drag onto Cattle, but I don't think much will come from that outside of an auto or two. Alright, so I'm holding my breath, waiting to see who's going to be able to get first turn in. Madara with 22, that'll be 30 out of the 50 necessary. Who's got the rest of the turn-in? Who's got the last 20? I think it's split between just about everyone. I don't know what Hoggers is. I think the 36 is kind of split between everyone. Actually, Hogger might actually have enough for the turn-in, but it doesn't matter right now, as this is going to be kind of a back and forth around the area. Kier going to get 12 in right there. Nice. All right, so only 8 more necessary for the NA 30 crew team. Tempest. What will they do here? Are they going to just let this Webweaver face push in, clear it out, safely save their fort front gates? That's the assumption. We'll see what happens here, though. 30k with the Web Weavers. No kills yet in map number 2. Second best of 5 of the day here in the lower bracket final. That's a nice knock into the wall. The Dahaka burrows under the ground. I think he pops some essence there as well. Dahaka does have the Feeding Frenzy level 7, so not only do you have the cooldown reduction from your auto attacks onto your drag, but it also increases the total drag duration to 2.25 seconds. Kato will use the burrow to back out of the... what's the word I'm looking for? Umbra Bind of Gondar. 10 talent tier, a half a level away. Web Weaver's pushing in. Now, I want to point out, oh, Kira's going to go down. That's a Loon's Wrath level 7, finding the value for Maev. I was going to point out that Madara top lane is getting some great siege all on his own, but he's going to have to back away as... okay, you can't tell me that Liam didn't know that that was going to be the perfect balance. You can't tell me that he didn't... bounces in perfectly between the well and fort and then gets right out of there. Oh, okay, yep, maybe I oversold it right there, but Anub'arak has come into the fight right now. Lockdown is going to get knocked around by Liam, who does start taking tower shots. He's got that negative 20 armor. The drag from Lockdown doesn't connect. The Web Weaver's still finding value here, as Liam's able to get a bounce out of bottom lane, and disengage will be had. 84 gems in the pocket of Tempest. Baha knows all the talent names? No, I don't. I literally earlier forgot the Never Outmatched talent from level 7 for Hanzo. I forget so many talents consistently. But thank you. Thank you for the nice words. You make me feel special. It's also, I gotta be honest, casting off a clean feed when you can't check talents and stuff like that, it is difficult. The drag from Lockdown doesn't connect onto the Anub'arak, but he doesn't get the turn in here. Riptide from Junkrat coming out. Anub'arak does have the Cocoon if he needs to pop it here to back away. Leap of Faith. That's a Shockwave. Oh, the Anduin! Is he playing for the side of 30k? That Shockwave was right where the right where the Leap of Faith was. High five from Lucio. Saves the moment. Gondar goes in. The scatter arrow doesn't get the kill. So many close moments here. Baha knows the talents of the good heroes only, so just Cho'Gall. Oh, wow. Only Cho'Gall? There's more good heroes than Cho'Gall. There's Abathur. There's Asmodan. There's Muradin. There's Lucio. Falstad. These are just heroes I like to play, basically. There's Murky. I do like playing Murky, honestly. I really do enjoy playing Murky. In Storm League, no. But in, like, my quick match games, yeah. I like the chaos of it all. Like, some people are like, oh my god, some of the... like, I'll play Murky in, like, a quick match game before Storm League, and someone will be like, oh my god, I can't believe that you'll play Murky in quick match. What if you get, like, a Butcher? It's like, then I get a Butcher. Then I just practice how to play Murky against Butcher. It's a challenge. It's fun. You have a 62% win rate with Murky in Storm League? Hell yeah, dude. I believe, career-wise, over my entire time ever playing Heroes of Storm and Storm League, I believe I have a 100% win rate with Samuro. And that's, I think, because I played him once near release, and I somehow won the Storm League game. Like, I vaguely remember the time when it happened. I think it was someone in the game, like, someone in draft was like, oh, play Samuro, he's new, he's OP, and I'm like, I kind of get him, but not really, and they're like, do it, we'll win. And somehow we won that game. Like, I think I just got hard carried, to be honest. You enjoy playing Murky versus Butcher, you hate playing Murky versus Genji. That's fair. That's very fair. Baha knows all of the horrible here. I'm getting banned now. No, I wouldn't ban you. Lucio will die, though. Containment disc onto Anub'arak. This is red Web Weavers for the side of 30k. If Cattle died there, that would have been a horrible moment for the Web Weaver face. Look at Liam in the flank position. What's he looking for here? Shockwave is on a 30-second cooldown. Riptire is going to be coming in. Staggering blow on the bottom of her screen did miss. Riptire kind of floating around Gondar does chunk a little bit, I think. Anduin got a little flash shield to try and mitigate some of the damage. Lockdown gonna Hearth back, gonna get full mana. I'm assuming he's got the ability to brush stalk in. Pulse Bomb. Alright, bottom lane fort will fall. There's the containment disc on to Cure. Gondar is able to back away. Kepi's going to get the jump over the wall. He's also got the insta-mount from the agility. Legacy and friends are looking for lockdown kill. Great concussion mine, and Lucio comes through. That's a lot of gems. That's a lot of beans on the ground, and that's an arrow right to the face. anything else? There was like an arrow right into the face of 30k, and they cannot find a kill on the side of Tempest, while the bottom lane Webweaver still pushes on a keep front gate. Something unrelated, did Volskaya return to rotation? For Storm League? I don't know. I don't think any of the maps have changed in the new season of Storm League from my understanding. All I know is that there still is Warhead Junction in the pool, and I'm not happy about that one. Top lane for it to fall. Concussion Mine splits everything. No one freed Harrison Jones, I think. That'll be the day when a professional player frees Harrison Jones. All right, Liam's gonna take his time with a big bounce. We are a little more than halfway for 30k to get themselves a turn in. Kepi gonna take some damage. Tracer's level 10 is once again the percent-based damage. Pummel. Sorry, I'm looking at level 13s as well. I didn't take a second here, but it's pretty standard across the board. Mad Lads for the Anubrex. He's got those burning lads right there. Mid lane fort, very, very low. Steel trap biting onto somebody there, but it doesn't really matter. Somebody or something. Kier was 17 turned in. They need 18 more from the lanes. It's what, 6 waves if I'm not mistaken? So the mid lane fort does go down. Sorry, I was looking at the map and I'm like, what fort fell? And I'm like, right, the mid lane fort was on a sliver of HP there. 16 talent tier. Is this going to be a rotation to boss? Will Capybara shows in the rotation. Shield Glare shows Tracer. And now they're going to play towards the lower portion. They're going to leash the boss on the side of 30k. Cappy and Lockdown stepping in. Pulse Bomb into the backline. Arrow from Hanzo not going to connect onto anyone right there. The cocoon will be broken out. Kepi gets the agility over the wall. Lockdown a little split from his allies, as we also have Liam on the left-hand side. He's going to go for a bounce, but a little too late on that bounce right there, Liam. And that will be Tempest with a kill. All right, Tempest might actually start building back the momentum here. They'll have 16 talent tier advantage. They should get a turn in. They need a singular gem to be turned in. Bottom lane pushed up. Oh, whoa. That was a lot of talent hovering for a second there. Up the frequency, endless nades. We'll have the tunneling claws, giant slayer, holy renewal. Pull in onto Cattle. He's gonna burrow away. Riptire from Madara. Floating around over here. I think Madara's trying to wait for the... Oh, there's a containment disc. Riptire. You can still use Riptire in containment disc? Or can you not trigger the explosion? You can just drive it around, I guess. I don't know. I saw the same thing, Fish. I saw mounted archery as well at level 16. You can't trigger it. Oh, that's weird. You can drive it around, but you can't trigger it. And then I guess it auto dies when containment disc ends because it's a silence, right? And then there's no... It should die, because if if Junkrat gets silenced, it just stops the Riptire. Not getting stat screen makes me miss. Oh, thank you, Tom. Yeah, there's no lobby positions available because lobby positions were obviously for production and all of that, as well as a couple of the... It looks like there was some of the... other language casters, like the French casters and stuff like that, they got lobby position priority. You might have a frame to explode it. Oh, damn. I don't know, yeah. Maybe a one frame. Well, 104 gems are available. That's a lot of damage onto the Hogger. He gets hit with a containment disc. Riptire from the Junkrat will be coming out. And there's the isolation stopping the Riptire completely in its tracks. Hogger gonna look for a bounce here. He's gonna knock... Look, what is this bounce? What is this bounce? What is this insanity? He knows. He knows where he's gonna end up, I swear. Liam's got a crystal ball and he knows exactly where his bounces will go. Both teams got to turn in. Can the members of 30k get their 39 turned in for this objective phase? 29, excuse me. Hey, Cav, thank you for the raid. How was your stream, bud? If someone could shout out Cav, I would very much appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream, bud. How was your Brotato stream? 4 gems necessary and Lockdown gets the turn in. Thank you, Day. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you to whomever used the Twitch command as well. Very much appreciate the support, everybody. Thanks for being amazing. Resend your alert when we get out of game. Here come the blue web weavers, though, for the side of Tempest. Is this the turntables of events on Tomb of Spider Queen? Will Tempest be able to go up one in the series? Or will 30k continue to hold? Let's see what happens here. Lockdown gonna get poked at by Liam. Gondar with a little bit of fan of knives into the fort front gate. Riptire point blank right away because the containment disc was coming out. Madara did not want to be denied another Riptire. That would have been like the third in a row for Madara to be denied as Cappy. Oh, steel trap? Nope, we're fine. Fun and rough. Ooh. We have one brain cell and it's shared. Amp it up from Lucio. Top lane Ford is fine. The top lane Webweaver ends, and that's actually the Webweaver phase ending. I actually expected to look down to the bottom right and see more Webweavers in like mid or bottom, but quickly cleared out by the side of 30k. As I said, they're holding good. Boss is still up and available. We need 19 gems for the members of 30k. The clutch now just opening back up. The members of Tempest looking for the back-to-back, and they should be able to get it because 30k is taking a little too long for their turn-in. Oh no, Lockdown didn't step in. Lockdown, oh no. Wait, why are they not getting it? Do they know? 30k literally looked like they weren't even actively trying to turn in. Interesting. I wonder if they knew. I mean, obviously they can see the same thing we can with the amount of gems glowing for the enemy team, but I wonder if 30k knew that Tempest was going to go for the back-to-back turn-in, so 30k gave it away so that way they have enough for a turn-in to maybe end game after this. I wonder if there is a consideration there. I am curious. I wish I could ask that question. Just go walk over to Kier's PC like, hey, bud, what, just get a quick question. I know you're in the middle of a game. Could you answer this? Radiating Faith for the level 20 Joanna. Bullseye. Ooh, Dahaka. Level 20. Oh god, I'm blanking on what that even does. I actually don't know what the Dahaka level 20 does. I'm blanking on this talent completely. By the way, Cannonballs for the Junkrat as well. Pairs well into the Endless Nades. Oh, it's Essence Claws? Oh, I thought Essence Claws icon looked different. Oh. Huh. Sorry, I completely thought the... Oh no, goodbye! Legacy wants the big stack of gems at least. Oh, they get most of them. They actually get most of them. I don't know why, but I thought Essence Claws had a completely different icon. I don't know why. But either way, it doesn't matter. 30k goes for the turn-in. Cappy with one interrupt. Legacy and Cure, or Cattle, have enough for the turn-in on their own. Cure used to, but he's dead. How come y'all get to hog the one brain cell? It's like the do you remember in Hercules, the Disney Hercules movie with the three witches that can see the future and they share the one eye? It's like that. Twitch chat just passing along the one brain cell back and forth as it's needed. Top lane boss will kind of hold the Webweaver back. We've got bottom lane really far down into lane as Dahaka clears out the Siege Giants. This Webweaver phase kind of feels like a moot phasing. I don't think 30k gets much, if any, value off of this. Yeah, exactly, Stark, exactly. That's what, like, my brain was, like, picturing something like, exactly, Nexus Blades. Nexus Blades GG. Top lane boss left alone. Webweaver in top around a third of its HP, not even that. Alright, yeah, the Webweaver phase doesn't really do much here. Tracer's in the mix, they want to chase in. Dahaka showing bottom. Hey, what's up, Duchess? Happy Sunday. Nubrak throws back the Impale, burrows away, and Cattle's fine. Did anyone see what Cattle took at 20? I didn't notice. Did he go Rewind or Trader King? Well, if he was actually Trader King, I think he'd have the passive... Because it's got passive armor on it, doesn't it? I know there's an activatable feature, but I think it doesn't have a little bit of passive armor, too. I think he's rewind at 20. That's what I thought. I thought there was like a passive factor on top of an activatable. Yep, okay. So he's not Trader King, because we can't see the talents, but I'm assuming then he'll go rewind, because there's no way he's gonna go... Isn't it like Cryptolord at level... Oh, Containment Disc, high five. Here with the rewind, there's a Nubrak Burrow charging in. That is rewind, because you can see it over Cattle's head. There's a Shockwave in the backline. A lot of really good fighting here for the side of Tempest, but the Hog Wild in the corridor. It's looking like Joanna might die. Hero slain. They could turn in really quickly. Yeah, they're gonna... Oh, Kepi. Oh, he's Hearthing, okay. Liam's gonna turn in. They're gonna go top lane. Mid will get pushed up by the Webweaver. A lone Kepi to defend for the next 40-some seconds on average, and we just witnessed a solid... Stream Deck. You have one job. You have one job, Stream Deck. I literally thought that Kepi was gonna pop off in the corridor with these scatter arrows and everything, but Kepi's going to die. Liam, calm down with these bounces, my dude. In the end, it's going to be a... team kill. And realistically, if we want to talk about it, Liam out here on the Hogger, all he's doing is just beautifully played from the side of 30K. They held on strong throughout the series, or throughout the map, and they will go up in this series. It is a best of 5. We are in the lower bracket finals. Winner goes into the grand finals. Loser takes 3rd place, and that is their Heroes International run. GG, well played over to the side of 30K. They're on the precipice of the 30K 0. At some point, we hit the sub goal, so thank you.
I did something today.
Less than 330k, less than 3.
Welcome.
My overlays. Sorry, I realized that we hit our January Baja Ross goal. Thank you very much, everyone who's pushed up the sub goal. We're gonna say November cooking stream. I have really enjoyed doing the cooking streams for you all, so we're gonna do another one in November, and we'll set the goal to why not? Why not make it a joke? Choose outcome. Which team wins Tomb? 30K. 30K did win Tomb of the Spider Queen. That raid notification is too good.
Welcome.
So I really... Oh my god, Stark!
Shocked as you ran away. Hero. At 1,000 paces.
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life.
But for me...
It was Tuesday.
Holy shit, Stark! Thank you for the 20 tier 1 gifted subs, you generous human being. I wasn't prepared! Holy crap, thank you so much. Thank you all so much. It's really generous. You're all so very generous today. Thank you so very much. I don't know what my next sub goal is. I was literally like earlier, I was like, oh, okay. All right. 450 for Epic Dumpster Bear 2. He who bears wins. Just a suggestion, of course. Also, Buttspot announcer in Hot Swen. Oh, dude, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I will. So, here's the thing. I have games from Stark. I have Toho from Chess Looter. What if we did a chat given games? How do I phrase this sub goal? Like a chat game day? No, because then people think it's like a viewer day. How do I make this? Chat plays Baja. Because, like, I have a bunch of chat's choice, chat party pack. Ah, chat party pack. I like that. Chat party pack. And yeah, sure. There we go. We'll do that. Chat party pack. I like that. That's actually, that's clever. Because, like, I have Epic Dumpster Bear. I've got Toho. Chat choose my game. Chat choose my game could be good. I like chat party pack. That just sounds like, it just sounds like a little like, ooh. You down with chat party pack? Yeah, you know me. Yeah, I got Deer Simulator, Wilder Myth that you sent me, as well as Epic Dumpster Bear 2, He Who Bears Wins. I have Toho from Chess Looter. I still have, like, Kayla still has to give me a game. What is chat party pack? Chat party pack is a day when chat chooses I play a bunch of games that chat gave me. The party pack of games. I think we could stream chat influence drawing thing. Oh yeah. It's not drawful, but I know what you're talking about, Stark. Yeah. Toe what? What's up, Tim? How you doing, bud? All right. I am actually gonna quickly, since the stream since we're getting ready for map number 3. It's like words on stream but drawing. Yeah. I know what you're talking about exactly too. It looked really it looked cool. I watched Miss Bowers play it with her stream before, too. I'm pretty sure. You still do need to choose a game, Kalis. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, I am going to quickly run to the bathroom because I've been sitting here for a while. I am going to go get some water as well. And then when I come back, we'll hopefully have the next game. So I'm going to run some quick ads. So if you do get some ads, I do apologize. But we currently run ads when there's nothing happening, so you don't get ads in the middle of the game. So since we're kind of having some downtime, we're chilling, hanging out with Bandit, I'm going to run a couple ads. If you do get them, I'm sorry, but I'll be right back. And hopefully when I come back, we'll get into our next map. And we'll find out, can 30K 0? BRB. Baha looking good in that shirt. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, I thought my chair started going, started sinking down or something. Alrighty, so we're back. The ads should end fairly soon, and then we'll get into our next series, or our next map very, very quickly, I think. Excuse me. Alrighty. Corsair chair would never betray you like that. No, it wouldn't. That's why you should use you. Oh god. All right. All right. This could be the final map in this lower bracket finals. Ah, man, I'm excited about this one. Hold on, I could probably open up my Steam and tell you what it is. Drawry, yes, it's Drawry. Drawry. Baha, what's the fried thing you had for breakfast? Looks good. Fried thing? Oh, in my Twitter post? Usually it's a hash brown. I had toast, bacon, eggs with cheese scrambled, and a hash brown. Yeah, hash brown. I usually cook them a little bit more brown and crispy, but I was running out of time this morning because I was just running out of time with, like, I had to eat breakfast, like, I had to cook, eat, and then walk Bandit, and then get to stream on time. So, how do you make it so perfect? I use a gas range stove, so just not that, like, it's better or worse or whatever. I just so that you understand how I do with things. I use a gas range stove for my cooking, and what I do for the hash brown is I take it out of the freezer, because you can buy hash browns. You can buy, like, a rack of hash browns for very cheap at, like, in your frozen section at most grocery stores. This is in the United States as well. You can buy them already, like, made like that. You take them out frozen. You take you take a little bit of butter and you put a little bit of butter on top. You put the butter side up so the bottom is on the heated side. Once that butter melts into the hash brown, once it melts in, you flip it, and then so that way some of the butter gets in the pan, flip it again, get some of the butter on the opposing side, flip it back to the buttered side, and then let it brown and crisp there. And then in the last little bit, flip it back to the first side and get a little bit more of like a golden brown, so you have the soft inside and then the crunch on the outside. In my opinion, it's better than McDonald's hash browns. Not as crispy. The McDonald's hash brown breading, like the way that not breading, but the outside's a lot more crispy, but this is still crunchy, salty, delicious, and it's a great hash brown. There you go. That's my explanation. Tune into the cooking stream and find out, except the one where you made breakfast food. Yes, that is true. I did do a breakfast cooking stream. Yeah, I have a whole system for how to cook bacon and everything. Yeah, I have a whole, and the thing is, like, I can make all of that all at once, and it all comes out hot. Like, it's not like the bacon sat out for half an hour and it's already cold. It's not like the toast is, like, cold as well, and, like, you just have, like, hot eggs or something. Like, all of it comes out hot and steaming and delicious on the plate. But you know what else is delicious on the plate? Some Garden of Terror. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. We're Garden of Terror, lower bracket finals. Loser takes third place. Winner goes on to the grand finals up against Bang Bush. We have a Brightwing, Hogger Band, Diablo Blaze, and a first pick Lucio for the side of the Tempest crew. Joanna Junkrat, though, for the members of 30K. And Stefan, enjoy your gifted sub from Chess Looter. A calzone, stop it. Stop it. Don't you talk about my calzone. Alrighty. Lucio, Dahaka, what else? Tempest is kind of tournament life right now. They banned the Hogger. Do you know what that means? That means that Liam should get Yrel. My expectation is Liam goes Yrel. But we'll see. I mean, we do have another ban phase, so we could see a Liam target ban as well here. Or they ban out Cure's Tracer as well. That's another thing too. What if they banned Yrel? They did it last game, yeah. These drafts don't vary much. Well, I mean, they're playing on ping, so they want to play the most high mechanical heroes they can play, and, you know, Sylvanas, Lucio. Makes sense. Dahaka drags are also very, very critical in those moments. But let's see, ban-wise, what are they going to prioritize here? Is it going to be onto Liam, or is it going to be onto maybe like a healer or something like that for Legacy? Even then, like, Legacy can play whatever, so I feel like you want to try and ban out Liam realistically and put him on something else besides Yrel, but it's going to be a Rhaegar ban. Okay. Stop telling the stream what is happening on the other stream, Werbs. I will time you out, Werbs. I will time you out, Werbs. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. No, you did not call it. You did not call it. You saw it somewhere else. I'm gonna start banning all of you. Bangarang? What a great movie. Deckard and Anubarak for Garden of Terror. They still need a, I think they, well, it's once again, it's the Cure Flex at the last spot. They could go Tracer, they could go Zeratul. How do they want to end this? Well, there's another May. Not the biggest fans of May. Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing out the prediction, and I'm gonna predict a Cho'Gall. Cowards. I agree, Chess. Cowards. Will it be another Cure Zeratul? Let's not talk about the potential of what it can add. Let's just do predictions so we can look like we are really, really smart while casting. It'll be a Tracer. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Why break down and say why it's good for the draft? Let's just predict things. I'm not flaming anyone in chat. I'm just being a dick. But either way, let's go ahead and start a prediction. We have got a prediction going. Which team is going to win Garden of Terror? Is it going to be a 30k victory? Is it going to be 30 KO? Or is it going to be Tempest rising to the occasion to take us to a map number 4? Baha watching the other stream. What? I would never watch the other stream and then act like I knew what I was talking about. To be honest, I was guessing a Cure Tracer because he's just been playing it, so. You're just kidding? Wink? So wait, you're not kidding? So wait, are you not kidding then? Because you put a wink after it. So is that like a double negative sort of deal? Like a I'm not going to the store? I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for everyone being a good sport, and thanks for being amazing. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you at least hit the follow button if you're not, and I hope you're having fun hanging out with me. I do a lot of Heroes of Storm content, as well as other stuff, as we've talked about, but let's talk about Garden of Terror. Tempest, potential final game in Heroes International history. Gondar is going to be on the Sylvanas lockdown on the Dahaka. We have got Capybara on the Mei, we've got Kepi on the Genji, and KCB on the Lucio. On the side of 30k, looking to make this a quick 3-0. We have got Mater on the Junkrat, Liam on the Joanna, Cure to play the Tracer, Legacy on the Deckard, and we'll have Cattle on the Anubarak. Solo lane Joanna, the old man. Oh man, they tried to send Decker Kane to the retirement home, but he's like, look, I'm too spry for you. I'm just gonna keep running into bottom lane. Cure though might be dead. Concussion Mine, that's gonna be first blood for the Tempest. I have to wonder, could Cure multi-box Cho'Gall? Would it be fair if he did? I feel like he could do it if he had like QWER for like Cho, and then he had like mouse shortcut buttons. There we go. For like the Cho. So like, let's say like he pushes like the forward button on the side of the mouse, and that's Q, and then back is W. And maybe that way, like maybe if you could control Cho with your like hotkeys on your mouse, and then do Cho with your, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Thank you for hanging out. No, thank you for hanging out. I'm here having a good time just talking. So 1 kill in favor for the side of Tempest. We'll have 30k grabbing a camp. We'll see Joanna actually. Liam on the bottom of the map was poking his head into the objective, or into the camp area. Also getting some shield glares to slow down the enemy. We have Decker Kane gonna hearth back for full mana. Junkrat with the concussion mine over the wall. I thought he was gonna use that to get closer to the Siege Giants, but seems like Madara will rotate down to bottom lane for the other Siege Giant camp. Or maybe this will be help for the Joanna to clear things out a little bit faster. Yeah, it's gonna be more help for the Joanna. First objective is gonna be bottom right of the map. We see that seed spawning. Garden Terror has a different, most maps in Heroes of Storm, not every map, but most of the maps, first objective is announced at 2:30, activated at 3 minutes. On Garden of Terror, it is 30 seconds earlier. I believe on Dragonshire and Braxis Holdout, I believe those two have like a 1 minute announcement. And I think Blackheart's Bay is a 1 minute 30 for when the coins come up. 1 minute 30, 2 minutes. Somewhere in there. I don't get to play enough Blackhearts to remember correctly, but either way, kind of doesn't matter because it's not a major competitive map. Lockdown is slowly taking critical damage from the Tracer. He will pop Essence as I'm looking at the top bar. His healing over time jumping up rapidly. First seed is still up and available. Neither team going for it just yet. Blackheart's Bay and Storm rotation when? I would personally be fine with it. I would rather have Blackheart's Bay than Warhead Junction. And I know there's already people in chat like, oh, how could you say that? Well, because I think Blackheart's Bay is fun. I know that there's broken mechanics on the map, like catapults get stuck on the bottom lane rubble of the keep. That is a fact, actually. It's like, if there's 2 catapults in bottom lane, one of them gets stuck on the rubble, and it can't, like, rotate in position to actually go to the bottom core, or it might actually even just be catapults in general. I know that there's a stupid bug I saw one time in a competitive game, and the players were trying to really emphasize that that bug was happening on the map, and it was just not fun to watch. And the caster would not stop talking about it either, but anyways... Stitch's Pool Party and Storm League rotation. I honestly, there's part of me that wishes ARAMs would be... You could potentially get like Pool Party or like the Chromie Sandblast. I know some people, they sign up for ARAMs and they just want the ARAM, but I feel like that'd be cool. Or maybe at least just put them into custom maps so we can still use them for funsies. Like put the Braxis Outpost and all of that. Well, Braxis Outpost is already there, but I forget the name of the map where you had to do the PvE, and it was like you had to rush through the map and everything under a certain time for the Braxis Escape. I wish that was like, just put all of that stuff into the customs. I don't know why we just don't have that. Like, I personally, I would run a Stitch's Pool Party tournament if I could. I really would run like a tiny little tournament like that. It would be hilariously fun. Because you know players would get so into it. By the way, I learned this from when I was doing a bingo tournament a long time ago. Not that long ago. I was doing a bingo tournament with the Ghillie Sharks, and I believe it was Boogans, which are 2 teams from the NGS Storm Division, or Nexus Division. And I learned this from them for doing the event. Apparently, if you set up a custom map to be an ARAM map and you do a draft, you actually get to keep your draft going into the ARAM. I didn't know this, actually. Because typically, like, if you go into an ARAM and everyone says, you just do, like, the no draft mode where everyone just readies up and goes, then you get the regular ARAM draft. But if you actually run a whole standard, like, Storm League-style draft, or an unranked-style draft for an ARAM map, you keep all of your picks. Now, I don't know how that works with Sergeant Hammer. I don't know about that. That's the only thing, like, maybe if anyone from Ghillie Sharks or Boogans in chat is here, maybe they can know. But you also can't do, like, 5 Kerrigans. You can't draft 5 Kerrigans in that draft mode. You can draft anyone, just no duplicates, right? No duplicates on the same side, or it's the normal Storm League draft on an ARAM map. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you, Stark. So... for anyone in chat who's like, oh man, I wish I could like make a specific draft happen for an ARAM, you can absolutely do that. You can absolutely do that. It's really, really funny. No dupes, but honestly, could you imagine like 5 Abathurs draft against 5 Murkies? Obviously the Murkies would win, but still. That's gonna be Dragon Blade from the Genji, recall from Tracer. Doesn't matter, she gets hit with a Dragon Blade as she recalls. Kira gonna go down, Legacy gonna be blinded, the old man trying to back away, but he's gonna be frozen. And that'll be a double kill to the side of Tempest as this is the, by the way, chat, this is first seed. First seed of the game is now being channeled 6 minutes in. That was an objective phase that lasted 3.5 minutes. 3 and 3/4 minutes, however you want to break it down. Gold League actually an entire season in China, which was only on Lost Cavern all drafted. Really? I didn't even know about that. Would 5 Murky versus 5 Abathur win? 5 Monstrosity after 10 might win. Yes, but Werbs, you're assuming that that's a map that'll go to level 10. Like, how are the Abathurs gonna pick up enough experience if they just keep dying to Murkies? Huh? You're living in this world where Abathur gets to level 10. That would be kind of interesting, though. Like, you start the Abathurs at level 10, Murkies start at level 1 or whatever. That could be very interesting, actually. That would be really interesting, though. All 5 Abba hats on the same minion. 1 singularity spike insta-kills a Murky every time. Like all five Abathurs press W at the same time. And the not pressurized glands, but the spike burst, I think is the name of the talent. The spike burst all just bursts at once, and it's like 1,000+ damage. We do see the Junkrat falling. The members of 30K are kind of looking shaky here in Garden of Terror. From map 1 and 2, this is not the 30K I've come to expect in this series. Cattle does avoid the ooh, that's a stay a while. There's a cocoon. There's a lot being thrown out right now, but the stay a while does build a small gap for Cattle to kind of survive here. We do have Liam on the Joanna being pushed around. Now, we do have 13 talents on both sides. And I do feel like the members of 30K, they really need to get to that 13-16 area. More so for the Junkrat and the Tracer, but I think Joanna also has a little more sustainability with the Holy Renewal. Nubarak, what does he get at 16? I'm blanking completely. Blessed Shield misses? Yeah, Blessed Shield misses. I had a triple Garrosh and Aram a few days ago. It was really fun. That would be actually a blast. Yo, dog, I heard you like Abathur Mines. Oh, yeah. I love Abathur Mines. Answers to questions that were never asked yet, now you need to know. Oh, of course! These are the things that keep me up at night. Who wins, 5 Murkies or 5 level 10 Abathurs? If Tempest had a Diablo over May, that would be perfect for the draft. Yeah, everyone, like Bang Bush and 30K are they're just like, at the end of the Bang Bush series, they just constantly kept banning out the Diablo, and at the start of this series, Diablo's been perma-banned by the side of 30K within the first couple bans. Genji with the Dragon Blade going to be pushed around. Cattle will burrow charge back over by his fort, so he has a safe area to stay. Liam is going to pop a Blessed Shield. May will utilize the Cryo Freeze. Tracer going to be blinking around right now. Avalanche, that's a 1-second stun. Fun fact for those of you that don't know, the stun duration for Avalanche increases by 0.5 seconds per hero consumed. So if 4 heroes are Avalanche, that's a 2-second stun. Done. If you didn't know that. So I always feel like that's like a factor of Avalanche that's just kind of ignored. Because it's like, ooh, big snowball does things. But yeah, it actually, you can increase the duration. Obviously, actually, I was gonna say you can have a max of 2.5 seconds, but I mean, let's say if there's a bunch of Vikings and Samuro clones that get consumed. Actually, I don't know how the Samuro clones would do, but still, you follow me on this, right? You could have a really long stun if you consume like the Vikings and stuff. I wonder if Cho'Gall counts as a whole second because he's 2 heroes, because he counts as 2 blood drops for a Butcher, though he doesn't count as 2 stacks as autos for. Well, I guess that doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't count for 2 stacks for Zul'jin, but you know what I mean. We've had this conversation. We've had a lot of these conversations already in stream, as Tempest is just looking to slowly win out this map. Garden Terror going over to the side of our Tempest crew. They have not lost a structure yet, and this will be the top lane fort to fall. Mid lane fort just now going down. Super pots out from Deckard Cain. He does have that Heraldric Staff. So look at Legacy right now. For anyone that doesn't know, the level 16 for Legacy, that's how you know it's actually active. Both teams can see this. So the next auto attack from Legacy onto, I think it's the next auto attack from Legacy is a stun, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what the glow means. And actually, is it, maybe it's just onto a hero specific. Did he auto the, I'm not sure if he autoed the objective phase or not. That's what I couldn't tell. I thought he did, but it might have just been the way his staff was moving. Burrow charge in, there's a Haraja Cube. That's going to be a stale while listen, not catching Capybara, but the Tracer still goes in and finds the kill. Here comes the Riptire from Junkrat. KCB cocooned. Haraja Cube onto Kepi. Lucio, I'm assuming he's going to get bopped right here, right now. That's going to be death. If you have 3 Garrosh and 1 Butcher, that Butcher will be Omega fed. Now I actually want to see what happens if you avalanche a Cho'Gall. Does it count as 1 second or 0.5? Isolation onto the backline as the Dahaka comes in. The isolation does connect on to Deckard Cain. He'll continue throwing potions out and staying in a safe distance away from the enemy. Mid lane fort front gate is going to be taken down right there. And 30K, they're starting to rally here in map number 3. It was looking a little shaky throughout the beginning, but this post-16 era is looking better and better. Kepi's sitting in the bush. Will there be a check? I don't think Sylvanas will be interrupted. Bottom lane does need to be cleared out. Tracer working on a camp over here as well. If Butcher kills Cho'Gall, does he get double the meat? Yes, he does. That's the reason I was like, ooh, I wonder if he gets consumed by Avalanche. Does that count as a double? Like, does that count as 2 heroes consumed, so a 1-second stun? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before in chat, actually. We've talked about this before in the stream. Like, someone went into the try mode and was like, yeah, I killed Cho'Gall, I get double the meat. Honestly, Hellraiser, I forget things all the time in this game. So there's also I always put it out there, like I'm always like, huh? Barrage Cube out from the Decker Kane, scroll ceiling, stay a while and listen. Camp still goes over the side of 30k. Camp is still pushing top lane, but 30k wants to continue this fight, it looks like. Steel Trap chattering in. Does connect on to the Mei. That's going to be a lot of damage. Kepi's going to be able to jump away. Does get hit with the Pulse Bomb. Liam very low in the backline. Dragon Blade does come out. Silence as well with the isolation from Dahaka. And Liam does go down. Cattle looking for the channel, but I don't know if Tempest will give this up. Haunting Wave forward, and that will be Gondar looking for more damage. Another Haunting Wave in as well. KCB wall riding around, and Decker Kane does go down. Lucio on... KCB on this Lucio is looking really, really good here as Anub'arak clears out the Siege Giants. All right. All right. 20 talents here for the side of Tempest. 3 seconds on Liam, 15 on the Decker Kane. That's 1 tower shot onto Gondar, but still locks it down with locks down the keep with the black arrows. There's gonna be a high five out from the Lucio. Liam coming back into the mix. This is still down 20 talents here, and they're stepping in. The members of 30k, they want to save this keep with aggression, and it seems to be working out for now. 3/4 of a level to go for 30k to get to their 20s.
Heroes.
All those uncollected experience globes hurts my offlaner eyes. Oh yeah. You see it a lot in late game in these moments too, where there's just so much priority into these grouped up team fights. Liam is gonna get dove in the bottom lane. The isolation is ready from Dahaka. There's oh my god, wailing. Oh no, not wailing. I thought I heard the wailing. Isolation not used still. Joanna does go down. Well, Seed will go over to the side of Tempest, and 30k will slowly but surely get their 20s. Whew. I'm gonna be honest, because of course, as I said, I'm not like officially working the event. I'm just, you know, co-streaming and such. My slight NA bias is, or my slight hope for NA to go to the grand finals is looking a little scary. Endless pots for Deckard Kane. Wow. Okay. Usually you have the respect the elderly, but the bottomless flasks for Deckard Kane, that really shows that it's like, okay, Legacy's like, if I die, you at least still have value on the map. And this is something that I do in my own games. Like, if I play Deckard and we're at this point in the game and we've been getting picked off here and there, and I get dove and die, like, I'll take Endless at level 20, bottomless flasks at level 20, just to make sure that if I die, my allies have some sort of healing to retreat to. Also, it's a great tool for if you're trying to end and you're all in, you throw a bunch of potions around the enemy core, and your allies just stand on top of them looking to, you know, survive and take down the core. Endless pot.
Smoke weed every day.
I'm surprised to see Mei so much. Yeah, I mean, Mei has been played... This is the 3rd or 4th Mei game. 3rd off the top of my head that I can recall. There might have been another one that I might have missed or I might be misremembering, but I have not been the biggest fan of Mei as a main tank, period. But hey, Tempest is showing that she is looking A-okay for this crew. 8-4 in kills. Let's see what happens here. Can 30k grab this seed? There's a camp in bottom, a camp in mid, camp in top. There's actually pressure in all 3 lanes coming out from the Tempest side of the map. Cattle just trying to take out these sappers so that the channel is available. But respect the elderly, go Burr. It does. Cattle for the channel. Gondar with 1 interrupt. Camp on the top right of our screen will be grabbed. No invade. There's a lot of Genji this weekend. All right, 30K gives it up, and they're going to just defend. That's going to be a concussion mine that pushes back the Dahaka, but they still back off. Man, 30K, this is the most scared I've seen 30K in this entire series. Not even like, I don't even think scared is the right word. Cautious. I think this is the most cautious we've seen 30K. Great Will of the Forsaken from Gondar right there, that it eats up the cocoon from a Nubarak. So the black arrows will still be active for the Sylvanas. I don't know why, but the stream quality just randomly jumped up and everything's really fluid and beautiful. But either way, Riptire from Junkrat, that's going to be a Mei so very low. She might have the level 20. I didn't look and see what it is. That's an avalanche onto a Nubrek, 0.5 second stun. Does Mei have the flash freeze at 20, or was that just an self-activated? Core. Keeps are going to go down. Core is going to fall to 81%, 19% off the core. I don't want to look at stats. I want to see pictures of Spider-Man. You can't select Cho as the enemy? Wow, that's kind of weird. She definitely picked the flash freeze at level 20. Because it kind of seemed like that, but at the same time, like, these are very skilled players, and I wasn't sure if maybe just Capybara slapped their D at the right critical time. That's for you, Twitch chat. He did take flash freeze, but why not make a slap your D joke? 6 seconds on Dahaka's respawn time. 30K trying to just push out the map. 30K has survived 2 Garden Terra phases. They've got a singular keep available in the top lane. Genji sitting up in the top area as well. Not sure about the camp timers on those. Siege Giants at bottom advancing towards the fort front gate. But man, oh man, 30K, they have got a mountain to climb if they even want to start breaking through Tempest here on map number 3. 30K, they want the quick 3-0. They want to play as little games as possible to get into this grand finals, showcasing the least amount of data and picks and stuff like that. Now, Cattle was Hearthing. I think it was a fake heart. There's going to be an isolation onto the Decker Kane in the backline. Madara is going to go down to the Sylvanas, who gets hit with a Pulse Bomb. Is that enough to take her down? Yes. So we have a trade, Assassin for Assassin. That's a stay a while in this end. That will catch onto the Lucio. Impale's going to be there, followed up by the Burrow Charge. Lucio's going to try and get the wall ride and everything, but the Shield Glare's coming out. The Heraldric Cube, or the Scroll of Sealing, catches the toe of KCB. But no kill into the Lucio. Drag will connect onto the Tracer. Is there a recall? Yes, there is. Tracer, Kier, able to back off. Lockdown, not locked down. That's going to be Lucio to fall. Things are looking really good for 30K in this engagement through the bottom lane. I'm thinking they could take down this fort at least.
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does. Red team has destroyed a fort.
I always thought it's always the right time to slap your D. Is it? I don't know. I don't think if I'm at the DMV, I should be slapping my D. Just go to the butcher and slap some meat, you know? I think it's more acceptable to slap your meat at the butcher. First seed of the game for 30K. What is it? Map objective. Assert dominance to the DMV. 21 minutes in, 30K gets their first seed and their first structure. The NA dream is alive. Alrighty. I'm just skimming through 20s as well to see if I missed anything. No, okay. I think no, I'm not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything. 9 to 7 kills, 23 up. Even Stevens on that talent tier, or I guess level is the better way to say it. No advanced scaling, no extra percent for either side. Those potions, hey, bottomless flask level 20. I said it's gonna be really good. Also keep in mind, we haven't talked about it much, but we do have the Emerald from the Decker Kane, so he's got the 75% healing reduction when he applies it to a cube. See it on the left side of the map? Does 30K step up for it? They can give this. and look to just clear out waves, and I think that's the case. I think 30K just looks for a better position for when they're going to go for the objective. Lockdown is just going to get his way, is just going to be able to back out of bottom lane. Sylvanas with the seed, as I had mentioned. Junkrat a little higher in damage than the Genji on the opposing side. Junkrat with also quite a bit of extra siege compared to the Dahaka as well. Healing-wise, Lucio was at like 70-something. Decker Kane at 60,000. Next seed, bottom center position of the map. Neutral position for these two teams. A good position also for 30K because there's no fort to retreat to through the bottom lane. There is mid lane fort, of course, but still, it's probably the best position 30K is going to get for a second of 3 seeds if they can grab it. Kepi at the top of the screen. I think he was seen by that extra one-timer grenade. What do you mean? Dahaka has 169,000 siege damage. Junkrat has 209 siege damage. Joanna with 214,000. I think you have a backwards element.
Go and get
Joanna has a higher number than Dahaka by quite a bit. 69 though. Nice. Seed, center of the map. Who's going for it? Big number equal good. Yeah. I mean, have you ever played Storm League? Bro, my stats. I may have died 16 times as a Leoric, but dude, I had the highest heroic damage. How come we lost? My team must be bad. We've all been there before. Alrighty. Capybara, there's the healing reduction as well, that negative 75. While the Cryo Freeze was active, Kepi comes in with a Swift Strike. Grenades out from Tychus. Haunting Wave in from Sylvanas. Roger Cube does go out. Siege Giants in the mid lane pushing on in. And it seems like with the Siege Giants, that's too much of a pressure for 30K, so they give it up. Are you saying that's not how it works? Yes, exactly. Just anytime someone's like, man, you're dying too much, you'd be like, bro, my stats though. Regardless of how bad your stats are. Tempest wants this map, but they don't want to be too greedy for this ending. Joanna Liam's in the bush. That's a Blessed Shield coming out right there. Pulse Bomb going to be going on to the Dahaka. We have a Riptire immediately out from the Junkrat. Drag connects, but Lockdown still takes damage. Invade on campus failed by the side of Tempest. He just realized Liam's on Joanna. Welcome to the game, Epic. Oh, let's see. Self-healing, some healing other. Okay, so we just got some death timer stats as well. It's a lot of R's for a Siege Giant camp. It is indeed. Liam still clearing out the top lane on Joanna.
Gather the seed, heroes. Quickly.
Okay, takes down the catapult. Seed will be on the right side of the map, favoring 30K, but I don't think Tempest gives this up easily. Or maybe they do, because Genji's going to be in bottom lane still. Dahaka's grabbing a camp. They'll try and poke with the Sylvanas Haunting Wave right there. Madara just resets the channel. Decker King gets a root onto Gondar, but it's not going to be... Oh, Dahaka brush talks in. Concussion Mine splits him away. Kepi comes into the backline as well. Wailing Arrow not used either. And that's a Scroll of Sealing to zone back the enemy as we go to bottom lane and clear things out. One good team fight is all Tempest needs. A good team fight is what Tempest needs here.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, hero.
25 up on both sides in levels. Tracer blinks in. Burrow in from a new Barak as well. Top lane cleared out. Seed available on the bottom left of the map. I don't think 30K can give this one away. I don't think 30K can give this seed away right here. I feel like they gotta fight for this right now, and we'll see how it works out. It's gonna be spawning in the next 4 seconds. Camp, Lockdown working on that. Liam steps on, but he's a little too late. Lockdown will be able to get the camp. It's a burrow in from a Nubrak. Liam taking a lot of damage. That's going to be the... Oh god, the shield from Liam in time right there. Avalanche from the May pushes Tracer back. Condemn. Liam trying to get out of here. Does he have a potion? Shield Glare does go out. He throws another Shield Glare. Holy Renewal helping out. That's a drag from Lockdown. We have Sylvanas out of the cocoon right now. KCB is trying to get some wall riding and some high fives out for his allies. Rewind for Cattle will be popped. All the potions are really helping out here. This is what I was talking about. Legacy threw out a bunch of these potions. The allies can back off of them, but I don't know if that's going to be Liam staying alive long enough right there. Genji comes through. Legacy getting very low. The potions are on the ground, but Legacy needs them to trigger. Gondar looking for the kill potentially on the left-hand side of our screen. The reduced healing out from Legacy as he does go down. This is looking like it might be the beginning of the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think 30k gets the 30 KO they're looking for. Capybara fine. The core is falling, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a map 4. GG, well played. Choose outcome. Which team wins Garden of Terror? Tempest. Tempest wins. Alrighty. Two 27,000 points, eh? Alrighty. Oh, it never does God of Twinkies. That's a very, very common thing in custom games. Very, very common thing where it just says 000. By the way, if you're a fan of Kagiri, the used to play a lot of Heroes of Storm and Stream, she actually has, and I'll even put it in Twitch chat. She actually has a new print that she made this print, or she made this drawing a while ago, and she made this into a print. So if you'd like to check out the print, you can go to the Redbubble link. I put the Twitter link in chat if you'd like to check it out. It is really, really cool, and I probably will get one for myself. It's so cool looking. I want one. I want to get one and hang it up in my office. She did your first ever emote? That's adorable. Alrighty, let's get rid of the pre-roll while we wait for our next map. Let's update the scores as well, since we do have our members of Tempest up in the series. It ain't a quick 3-0 for NA here. Alrighty. What if we get a day of max games? Oof. 17 games. That'd be a long day. Yay, ads! Dude, I don't know what's going on with Twitch, man. How do people feel about the finals not being weighted? I think a game advantage. I think a game advantage to an upper bracket team is very, very worthy. I can understand, like, there's like, oh, but it takes away from competitive nature and blah 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 blah. Like, I understand that there's point counterpoint. I've had this discussion. So, when CCL was created, I argued for a unweighted best of 7 because I was like, it's unfair, blah blah blah. And then I had meetings with Dreadnought. I had meetings with like Justing and other people, and like they gave their perspective as a player and stuff like that. And I do see both sides of it. personally, as a viewer, I enjoy unweighted because it's more games, more fun, blah blah blah. But as looking at it from like a player perspective, to go through the upper bracket, you never drop in the tournament. Like, what's your reward for making a run through the upper bracket? Less games. And I mean, like when you get to the grand finals, like what's your reward? First pick, first ban, or map pick priority? That kind of seems not worth or worthy. So it's very interesting. And I understand, you know, it's less games than a best of 7, but I do think there is merit to a weighted best of 7 for the team that comes to the upper bracket. I absolutely can see the fairness for it, but I also do see the other side as well. I think it's good to have a reward for the winner bracket team and the best. Exactly, Epic. Exactly. I see both sides of it. I absolutely see both sides of it. I'm a little bit kind of on the fence. I'm kind of on both sides. I used to be like, weighted best of 7s or blah blah blah. It takes away from the storyline. But at the same time, like I do think it is kind of good for the winning team to have some sort of advantage. Being able to have a winning record versus a team and finish second because of when you got to those wins as a Monka, yeah. As a viewer, I enjoy unweighted because it feels more fair. Also, why should the better team get an advantage? But I do see the logic in it. Mm-hmm. There's no home field advantage or getting to set up your pitching rotation like sports, so they need something for not losing. Don't come in here and talk about real sports. Ew. The more of the games, the less the value each win has. What? I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need a nap. It's been a long weekend, chat. We still have a best of 7 after this. Instead of giving them a point, what about giving them a mulligan if they lose? Isn't that like just giving them a game though? Isn't that the same thing, War, in a sense? Kinda is the same thing. Kinda. I know it's a little bit of a stretch on that one. You think Bandit has something to say about the best of 7s? What's a mulligan? Well, it's when you're very, very unsure about something, so you have to mull it over again and again and again. No. A mulligan, I believe, is a golf term. So, like, let's say you have, like, a really shitty, like, you go to hit the ball while you're golfing, and it, like, goes into the trees. You can call mulligan and, like, redo the shot. So, like, let's say, here's a good example. Let's not use golf. Let's use Dark Souls. Let's say I make a Twitch prediction, and I'm going up against the One Reborn from Bloodborne, okay? Let's say I'm going up against the One Reborn, and I say, I'm getting 5 tries to beat this boss, and blah 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 blah. So like it's like, all right, you do the Twitch prediction, all that stuff. Let's say I walk in and the One Reborn just one-shots me before I even get through the door.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Thank you. But let's say the One Reborn one-shots me right when I walk into the boss arena. I could call mulligan, and then that wouldn't count as one of the 5 deaths. Would it be bullshit for the prediction? Absolutely. Do I like harassing my streamers?
Wow.
Absolutely. Or my viewers? Absolutely. Let's get into a game, everybody, because we got a draft here on Sky Temple. We're going over here to our sand-blasted map, and we are going to be seeing Tempest on the left and 30k on the right. This is the lower bracket finals, meaning the winner goes home in 3rd place, winner goes to the grand finals up against Bang Bush, loser goes home and takes 3rd place for the Heroes International. A mulligan penalizes you. Maybe in golf or whatever, but I'm saying like in terms of like utilizing the mulligan thing, like my example stands. Like if I were to say I will do this in 5 deaths and then I get 1 shot, I'll call mulligan, so I still have 5 deaths. That's the easiest way to kind of throw it out there for anyone wondering. If you want to put it in golf terms, sure, there's probably more to it, but that's the rough way it works. Instead of giving you points, nope, we already read that. Magic, you can draw your opening hand, but if you get no lands, you can call mulligan and redraw and discard 1 card. So there you go. There is still a caveat with it, but I've watched streamers who they're like, I'm gonna do this in 5 tries, and they die immediately, like mulligan. Mulligan requires tribute? Well, I'll just sacrifice you, Hellraiser. If you call Mulligan, you should take off your gear. What are you trying to say? I should stream naked?
I will fight to my last breath.
Magic the Gathering you used to get one free mulligan, and that was it. I remember when I played Magic the Gathering with my older brother when I was younger, that's how it would be. Like, you didn't have to, like, sacrifice a card, but I'm sure with modern day rules it's changed. When I was a kid, like, that's exactly what it would be. Like, if I drew and I had no lands, like, you could call mulligan, and then, you know, but this was just, you know, this was, you know, games between brothers or whatever, so. Either way, let's talk about the draft, because we do have a Brightwing Joanna. Well, of course, we see the Diablo ban once again. Lucio to be banned out as well. KCB getting a lot of value in that last map on the Lucio. Rhaegar, Hogger on the left-hand side, and a Joanna. Blaze, and what? Is it going to be a Legacy? No. Mater is going to get Sylvanas, which is a big pickup for Mater, in my opinion. Legacy Anduin? I could see that. I could see that. Tournament, yeah, exactly. This is, you know, we were just playing casually, it's whatever. We weren't playing in, you know, tournament rules. This is also back in, like, 1998 or some shit. So this is a long time ago when I was playing Magic the Gathering with my older brother. Sergeant Hammer ban. Tempest has got, they're like, no more, no Sergeant Hammer. We don't want to deal with that again. That was awful to deal with. So, Rhaegar, Hogger, what else has been popular for our... I doubt we see the Mei ban. Maybe a Genji, because there's been so much Genji. I don't think they're going to ban a healer, because Rhaegar, of course, is already picked up. It makes sense to ban the Genji, like, not to be like, I'm an oracle, I'm a genius, but it just makes sense. Like, Gondar's played a really good Genji, he's been able to get the backline, he's showcased his prowess on the hero, Tempest has played a lot of Genji, so why not ban out the hero? Forced the members of Tempest to get on some new and different heroes. Now, Hanzo is up and available if they want to grab that for, like, Kepi or something like that. A Nubarak as a main tank, okay, Cocoon is really, really good value. Is it a Tracer? Is it a Tracer? Last pick for the side of Tempest? I'm also wondering if they're trying to say, like, ooh, we have an Abathur. What if they go Illidan? What if they go Illidan? What if they go Illidan instead? Solo heal Karazim, hyper carry Sylvanas, Illidan, Tracer. There's a lot of really good targets. Jaina's a good target. Greymane's a good target. No Genji, obviously. Yo, Jay McG, what's up, bud? Pop that top. Pop that top. Please. I know I can't see it, but I'll imagine it.
The hunt is on.
Okay. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who wins this. I really don't. But I will start a Twitch prediction because I know you guys like to gamble. Which team wins Sky Temple? Which team wins Sky Temple? Get your gambles on. What's up, Jay? How you doing? How are your cheeks today, Jay? How are your cheeks doing? Abba hat build or mines? Probably hat. I don't know if I would say mines. Well, either way, 30k on 30k immediately. Tempest has got 500. It's always good? Good. All right. I worry about your cheeks, Jay. I think about it all the time. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on into Sky Temple. Map number 4 and our second best of 5 of the day. Got a lot of great action here. Holy crap, we've been streaming for 5 hours already? Where does the time go in these tournaments? On the left-hand side, we got Tempest locked down on the Abathur. We'll be seeing Capybara on that Nubarak, KCB on the Rhaegar, Kepi to be playing the Hogger, and Gondar on the Lunara.
The temple opens in 10 seconds.
Over on the right-hand side, looking to close things out in a 3-1 potentially, we've got 30k, Liam on the Blaze. We've got Dahaka to be played by, I assume, Cure, Mater on the Sylvanas, Cattle on the Joanna, and Legacy on that Karazim. Madara might have been seen by Nubrak, not sure. Still. Hits a few arrows onto the Beetle, tries to avoid some of the damage from the Nubrak. We do have the hat immediately, pressurized glands for the Abathur at level 1. We do have Nerubian armor for the Nubrak. Ooh, really? Nature's perspective from Lunara. Typically on a, oh god, Gondar, oh god, Gondar! Gondar will not fall. Nature's perspective for the Lunara, typically, like, the standard I feel like I see from every region. Well, I guess not every, because this is Korea as well. The standard I see is going to be the Sentinel Wisp at level 1 for just how much vision it can give you, but Gondar goes in for the Nature perspective. We'll see how it works throughout the game as the auto attacks continue out from the Lunara. Some good back and forth between the lanes, some threats on each side, but not enough for a kill on either team. No one freeing Harrison Jones. You click on this little thing right there in your own games. Left click on that little well, and it Harrison Jones will be freed. Dahaka, Cure, burrows in. Does he have a drag? He does connect onto a Nubrak. The follow-up is not there. Liam does not come through with the Blaze, and this is camp invaded and stolen away. Nars level 1 seems like a misclick to me. Yes, I agree. I think Sentinel Wisp is way too strong of a talent for how much vision you can get from it. Like, Sentinel Wisp right now would see, like, before Dahaka even got into that rotation. You could argue no Sentinel because of mines from Abathur. That is true. That is a good point. That is a good point. But I feel like, I guess, so I will say this. Nature's perspective does give you one thing that that the Sentinel Wisp doesn't give you, and that is the denial to the enemy to step into bushes. So let's say you're playing Vala, and you're auto-attacking someone and they step in a bush. If they break vision from you, you can't continue to, like, auto. You have to step into the bush or use an ability to get the vision in the bush. Whereas Lunara, with Nature's perspective, if she's chasing someone down who tries to utilize bush to break vision and stuff like that, that can't be done because of Nature's perspective. So there's that point that I always think about whenever I see Nature's perspective. It always feels like a talent to really run down an enemy or chase people or sustain damage in a fight. So something just to consider as well. I would prefer Sentinel anyways. Me too, Stark. I'm right there with you. That's the only like other logic I can throw at it, is it allows you to just sustain the chase and people can't break vision around bushes. And there are a decent amount of bushes that people can break vision in Sky Temple with. Lega for Nova, Zeratul, Valeras, they're great. It's great for Samuro too. Absolutely.
Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
Alrighty, Cappy, able to back out of mid. Shots out from the top lane, and the mid lane will be in favor of 30k, but they can't control both of these. Cure will brush talk in. Liam is mounted up, and he's joining into the allies. He will be seen in the rotation, but it doesn't seem like it matters because that is Dahaka going, or excuse me, the Hogger going down. Literally, Liam rotated through vision, and Hogger still got caught out there. That's quite surprising. Good play from the side of 30k. Shots out once again from mid. Cappy coming in here on a Nubrak. Now having opposing side units on the center does kind of just stop it, so Cappy's going to try and deny a shot or two here and there. Top lane, Cure will get the entirety of that objective, and looks like Madara is pushing up the wave a little bit. They really want to confirm this top lane fort, so a couple autos from Madara, and he'll throw the Haunting Wave back. Last few shots from the top lane. Will Abathur Hat deny the destruction of the top lane fort? It actually does. It actually does. Abathur's Hat denies the last little bit of damage. Now we need to get to level 7. The fort is at 26 HP. Abathur does have Mule. Dahaka needs to step in and make this permanent damage happen because Mule, you got to do something before Mule comes in. You actually see Blaze. He's gonna throw down an oil slick, and there we go. Last few shots go into the mid lane fort, but it still seems like 30k. Actually, not even seems. It is 30k coming out on top. 5 minutes into the game, one structure down favoring the team. Look at top lane, look at top lane. Hogger with a bounce. He does manage to get away, and I think he actually gets a decent bounce and gaps the enemy far enough. Boss is up and available as we hit 5 minutes into the game, coming out from Tomb of the Spider Queen. That is the lore of the game, that Tomb is below Sky Temple. Fun fact, in the Lost Vikings trailer, the Lost Vikings fall off a Sky Temple into Haunted Mines, and the developers actually came out and retconned that. They actually came out and said that Sky Temple is above Tomb of the Spider Queen, hence Harrison Jones coming out from the well at the top of our screen, and that the boss looks similar and kind of goes in between the two areas. Little fun fact for you right there. Little Here's the Storm lore. Cure Brush ducks in. Cappy finds the Impale, buys a moment here. That's a Jet Propulsion cleansed by KCB. And Sylvanas Black Arrows lock down the tower, but no advancements further from Legacy and crew, as the next objective will be in the bottom of the map. The first two objective phases for Sky Temple are always standardized. First being top and center. Second objective phasing being a singular in the bottom of the map. After that, it randomizes on being 1 or 2 and in different locations. Cappy, gonna get slowed by Cattle, doesn't pop the Bless Shield into the Anubarak's face as the siege continues through bottom lane. We do have I think it's the Blaze and the Hogger going against each other in the top lane, as that will be the Dahaka falling to Rhaegar's bite on the butt. Is that Splintered Spear I see? I'd have to see the talents. Unfortunately, I haven't looked at them in a little bit, but that's okay. Leaping Strike, Shockwave, Ultimate Evolution, Bless Shield, Bunker, 7-sided. So pretty standard heroics across the board. Joanna on the bottom lane. Might be in a bush still. I'm not sure the way that Nubarek's positioning. Yes, it is. Lunara's level 7 is Splintered Spear, yes. Splintered Spear can be called a misclick generally. Well, I mean, here's my counterpoint to you. If you're getting 3 autos out, wouldn't that pair into Nature's Perspective? Nice staggering blow from Kepi as Liam was looking for the Jet Propulsion. A few shots out from the bottom lane as well. Into the Tempest side of the map. Cure and friends gonna tap bushes, or at least Cure's tapping bushes, looking for an angle. Staggering blow from the Hogger as Kepi gets pulled in. That's gonna be a shockwave from Kepi as the Jet Propulsion from Blaze comes into the backline. The Ancestral Healing will be used, and that is a 7-sided strike, denying and shredding the health bar and the life of the Anubarak. The Lunara will fall as well. Kepi gonna go down. This should be boss. No? Mid lane fort. Okay. Black Arrow's active from Sylvanas. Blaze gets the channel on the bottom lane objective. Abathur is hard pushing the top lane to find some sort of value for his allies. Last few shots of bottom 2 go out for Blaze, which will take down the oh, it doesn't even take down the tower. The tower still lives with a sliver of HP. Will they go boss? Doesn't even look like it at this time. Dahaka top lane to go clear things out. And with the extra kills, we'll see the Talontier advantage to the side of 30k, as it's going to be Siege Giants, double Siege Giants, waves, so no boss priority, just going to be looking for some amplified siege into lanes, as well as more experience to gap the enemy. Lunar will have a wisp in the bush. I think Cattle might have been seen by that one back and forth in front of it. Dahaka still pushing out top. I'm assuming he's got Brush Stock available. Shield Glare from Cattle used to check boss. Look at Liam. He's in a flank position. Legacy down here set up as well, but Cure and Madara are busy with the camp right now. And Joanna is showing in mid lane. Hogger with the hat chasing in. Just a little bit of pressure onto Cattle. Do they go for a fight? That's the one thing I'm like waiting. It's the one thing I'm waiting for. I'm curious as to why they didn't go boss. That is a curious question. Now, it looks like Lunar is going into this full auto-attack style build as well. Seeing a few talents that we don't have very popular on Lunara's. Haunting Wave onto the boss, just to check again. 16 talents here, about a level away for the side of 30k, as they've got a nice level plus lead in favor. Bottom lane, actually all forts are down. We do have 2 temples popping up. Cure still pushing things up in top. This might be a double objective phase to the members of 30k. We'll have to see how things work out for Tempest here. They need to use the clone target. I feel like I haven't seen a clone target fight. Unless it just gets shredded and I'm missing that in the fight, it just seems like every single team fight, it still is 4v5, or it's still, you know, no Abathur clone coming out. Hogger will go top lane. Cure and Hogger are going to have a little back and forth. The Abathur is still clearing things out through the top lane as well. Shots raining out from the bottom lane objective in the bottom lane keep. This is the better lane for the side of 30k to prioritize because bottom shots, of course, go into bottom structure, which means they could grab boss and then push that in towards core if they can take down the keep. Now, Cure's looking to kind of play around this top lane area. We do have boss being worked on. We can see that on the minimap. So there's a brush stock in from Dahaka. Wisp does see this. Legacy will leave the objective. That's a clone into a Nubrak. Double of the Nubrak coming out right now. Down 16 talent here. Lockdown is going to be on this clone to Nubrak, which will be expire. That's boss for bottom lane. Bottom lane fort will fall to the few shots left of the top lane temple. And now Dahaka steps back over here. Are we getting shots onto bottom lane keep front gate, or are we going to be getting them onto the actual keep itself? We're going to find out here very soon as Anubrak and friends are working on that boss as it moves through the bottom lane. Shots onto keep now. Exposed keep is going to be taking some decent damage, down to 50%, I think, from the last few shots. Here comes the Mule on the far side. I wonder if 30k will step up to try and take out Mule. It heals just under about 4,000 HP on a structure for the full duration. Black arrows from Sylvanas. Boss will take down keep, I think, at this rate. Yeah, one more auto, two more autos. Hey, really good call from 30k, the way that they're playing this. They really understand how their conditions work. 7-sided strike will be attempted, but it's not going to be enough. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas does go out as well. Shockwave, raw from Hogger. Cleansing dashes out from the Karazim. Abathur is going to go sit in bottom lane to go clear things out as the Siege Giants do arrive. Top lane's got a couple catapults. 1 to 4 in kills, and 30k are on the driver's seat of Sky Temple. But of course, it's anyone's game. Single objective phase next. If gotten by the side of Tempest, he'll fire into bottom lane keep. If gotten by the side of 30k, we'll fire into mid lane keep front gate. Dahaka soaks up the top lane. And we are 2 levels away from level 20. As Siege Giants start getting some damage onto the core, or at least the shielding, but now the minion wave has spawned, so it's gonna just pretty much mitigate the Siege Giant value. I'm like tense for these teams right now. Tempest is 2 maps away from going to the grand finals in a rematch, and 30k, they're 1 map away. They've got to play this map strong and safely, and then we'll be seeing an EU versus NA grand finals. Single altar, as I mentioned, bottom lane. Top cleared out by the Dahaka. A camp to be grabbed on the 30k side as well. Alrighty. That level to go for 30k. They want that 20s. They want their 20s. Will they give up objective phase, or will they fight? Dahaka is showing top, or he's not actually showing top. He's in top right now. He's about to show in wave. So he's going to get this quick wave for his allies. That's not going to be 20s. Liam is going to step up and force Cappy off. Did Rich come over from Korea? I don't think so, no. I have not casted anyone named Rich. More auto attack talents for the Lunar as well at level 16. Have a level... Oh, man, Dahaka's... Okay, so Dahaka, Cure is just doing split pushing things. There's going to be a fight, though, breaking out in bottom lane. Cure almost about to get the 20 for the allies. Liam steps on the bottom, and the bottom shots will go into the bottom keep. And that's going to be around an 1/8 of its overall HP. Maybe a third. Maybe a third or so. Kira's going to push up the top lane. He'll back off. Mule should come down from Abathur fairly soon. Lunara might catch the Dahaka in the rotation. I don't know if Kira gets out of this alive. He's got healing over time. No Lurker Strain level 4. He's dead. Top lane keep, though, is still taking a bit of damage, down to 50%. Seven-sided or 11-sided strike, contagion, fortified bunker, Sylvanas holding, Joanna holding. What do you get? Radiating Faith and Blink, probably. Radiating Faith and Blink. There we go. Madara set up for the camp. We'll have 20 talent tier on the side of Tempest as well. Can we fix it? Yes. Boss will be up in 30 seconds, so that's going to be 16 minutes into the map, a little less than 16 minutes in. Siege Giants in bottom lane. What was looking like a pretty good 30k start is starting to kind of slow down here quite a bit. By the way, top lane keep is like back to 75% HP, as you can see on the minimap. Actually might be nearing full after Abathur gets another mule on it. Boss is up. Evolution is down for the next 7 seconds. I'm assuming 30k, like, they probably know that Evolution's up and available. Also have the upgrade on Evolution at level 20. No Hive Mind from the Abathur. Camp's going to be actually easily grabbed by Liam. He drops down the bunker. Clone target onto Lockdown. Or onto Hogger, excuse me. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Liam going to try and back away. Gets the Cleansing Dash. Isolation goes out as well. Contagion value spreading. There's going to be a Shockwave from Hogger. A lot of 30k members looking healthy and fine for now. Drag onto the clone, and that will be Lockdown's clone ending. They're just ignoring it. Mid lane shots, and this is no clone. Isolation missing right there from Kira, but he lands the drag. That will be the 7-sided strike since Ancestor Healing does come out, but it won't be enough from the Rhaegar. He's on a 10-second cooldown on that one, as these are going to be Temple shots coming out from mid and top. Will they go for end, or will they go for Temple shots to end? They're going to go boss. They're going to go boss. "40 seconds on average for the..." Yeah, there's the vision right there. Oh, no. Okay, there he's absolutely fine. Is he actually? Hold on. I said he's absolutely fine, but Cattle's right on the butt of Cappy here, and there's Rewind to get out. Haunting Wave forward. Dahaka is just rushing his way in. Staggering Blow to create a little bit of gap. Impale as well. Cattle with a Condemn. Legacy just punching his way through. This might be it. Ladies and gentlemen, NA... It looks like we're going to be seeing an NA versus EU matchup for the Grand Finals. Everyone's favorite, never overdone storyline that's not boring and dumb and overplayed in every shape, weight, and form. GG, well played. No, seriously, GG's over to 30k. We'll have a 30k versus Bang Bush Grand Finals. Yay, NA versus EU, yay. Ugh. Now I get to hear about this when people come into my stream for the rest of the week. Oh man, it was so much fun. NA